sexy grandpa time.
I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa. I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa. Replacement hip when I do that dip. Take another sip when I kiss them lips. I drive real slow when I do RP. Over 65 is the way to be. Go, 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 go. I'll make this meet in 15 minutes. Go, go, go. Can you understand? I'm an old man. Bones are brittle, but I shake when I can. I take out my teeth before I eat candy. Sign like Ron, but Granny looks dandy. Break like a mothball, Willie Van Able. Checking on my lady at the bingo table. Looking so fine and now I'm getting ready. I don't need diapers, I don't rock steady. Go, 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 go. I'll make this meet in 15 minutes. I'll make this meet in 15 minutes. I'll make this meet in 15 minutes. Hey! Go, go, grandpa, go, grandpa, go, grandpa. Get blue, grandpa, blue, grandpa. Love, go, Medicare!
Alright, I'll put the actual ups and downs theme on.
The darkness is pierced by the morning sun. That light is beautiful. I might mess my right violin, but soon I can open my eyes. But eventually I get used to it. Surrounded by precious things. The heart turns into stone. Hardly stop. Bedtime story, happy ending game, just a snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs.
God, this song is cool.
My friend enjoyed carrots for the plate, holding a platinum knife with sapphire glow. But his eyes did not shine. What he misses that he can hardly control. Surrounded by precious things, my heart turns into stone. Bedtime story, happy ending, it's just a snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs. Hardly suffer, bedtime story. Sometimes you have to play supporting role. But what matters is
I don't know what that lyric is there, the pussy rule. Who knows?
in the moment. Hardly suffer, bedtime story. Happy ending, it's just a snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs.
Put your hand in. What a cool song. What a cool song. I've not played Slayer yet in Guilty Gear, but that's a cool theme right there, folks. I've been listening to the short version of that when I can, and now that the full version's out, man, it's just like a really... It's just so fun. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs. Anyway, good morning, good evening, afternoon, welcome to the show. Let's put it on again, just in the background. Yeah. Yeah. God damn, this is cool. Oh, dear me. I had Twitch open. I saw Leo Sonus was on. Maybe if they're on later on, we'll raid them. Who knows? It all depends if they're still available. My heart turns into stone. But yeah, I just wanted to do an impromptu stream because, because I'm lonely and I have nothing to do and no one to talk to because I have no friends. But you know what? There is nothing else to this statement, it's just that. We may be lonely, miserable little whelps of a man. But you know what? I'm still a man. Until in 5 years when the internet decides you're not allowed to be because it's evil or something like that. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, fuck the internet. I was watching a video earlier by Shoe on Head where she was looking at this call out video about a guy called, what was his name? Wendywood or something like that? Wendigogo? I don't know. But I don't watch them, but I'd seen the video before about Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Cool video, by the way. And this dude was making a call-out post, and Shoe on Head was examining this because she kind of got involved in this as well because this guy brought her up in this way to have a go at this Wendigo man. But yeah, it was the most pathetic reasons for having a go at someone. This guy has not done anything wrong. By all accounts, he's a really nice guy. Apparently, some people just don't like him for reasons, I guess. I don't know why. Yeah, sometimes being just a normal person isn't enough for you. Sometimes you need to just hate everyone for no reason. And you know what? What miserable people they are. Yeah. Some people are just born to be miserable, and some are just... Well, no one's born to be miserable, but some people just make themselves miserable by being alive. I don't think those people should be alive. Which brings to the question of the day. Will mercury poisoning drink me? Wait. What? Did I just say, will mercury poisoning drink me? Will I get mercury poisoning if I drink mercury? Will mercury kill me if I drink it? That's what I meant to say. I should certainly hope not. But yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's put on the hourglass. Yeah. Yeah, like, some people just want to be miserable, I think. They want something to complain about because they have to convince themselves that life is terrible. I don't know. Sometimes, if you start to question someone too much, they won't have any answers, and then they'll just flounder and start lashing out. Like, why do you care about this thing? Oh, because this. Like, well, why? Okay, why? Oh, why? And eventually, if you keep asking questions, no one has any answers, so just keep asking questions, and that'll shut them up eventually. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen a lot of VTubers reacting to Shoe on Head, actually. It's really funny. So many VTubers. I think it's always like interesting because it's like a lot of these VTubers are women because majority of VTubers are women, and it's like, wow, it's nice to see people who kind of agree with some of the points Shoe on Head makes about how men are just kind of getting a bit fucked over in some aspects of life. And it's not all like the world is owned by men like some people like to change the narrative to, which is really ridiculous. But yeah, it's interesting to see, and she even called them out apparently in one video. I don't watch it that much, by the way, but am I subscribed to her? I don't think so. I think I just saw that in my recommended come up, and I'm like, you know what, I'll watch it. Let's have a check here. Speaking of recommended, so, what was I going to say then? Yeah, what was I going to say then? I don't know. Will be our just not turn upside down. It will work out with what I feel, yeah. Work out, my friend. I keep yawning. I think I'm just really depressed lately, which is why I've not been making any schedules, I've not been streaming, and why I'm so tired. I took my antidepressant medication before coming on stream just to help me out a bit, but I think it takes longer than that to do, and admittedly I've not been taking the past few days just out of forgetfulness, so it's not super helpful. It probably hasn't helped my mood at all to be like a withdrawal kind of thing, I guess, which doesn't help. But yeah, I don't know, just been thinking a lot lately. A lot of stuff's been going on, which has not been to my cup of tea. I've had to cancel my Philippines holiday, which has very much disappointed me and is kind of made me feel like more of a failure than usual, even. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling very lonely. Oh god. Oh, I wish I had some friends. Somebody to lean on. Yeah. Maybe we could do a React Andy thing today. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about stuff. Maybe we can look at how mercury poisoning actually works. Mercury poisoning. Let's have a look at this. Let's go. Why am I so small? There we go. Oh, it's for Haley. Let's have a look at this.
So I wanted to do a video on mercury toxicity. First thing, let's talk about the symptoms. Muscle weakness, poor coordination, which is damage in the brain usually.
Hmm.
Peripheral neuropathy, that's a problem in your fingertips or your toes where you have numbness, burning, tingling, tight pain, or sensation. Skin
I thought
rashes,
it'd just be instantly killing
anxiety,
you.
what's that? Poor memory, trouble speaking, trouble hearing,
I don't know if that was a
trouble
joke or if that
seeing.
was like him
And then
just
you also
generally
have a series
messing
of
up on the word.
symptoms that relate to higher amounts of adrenaline, like excessive sweating,
Hmm.
tachycardia, which is increased pulse rate, increased salivation, high blood
Interesting.
pressure, and insomnia. And that is because mercury
I wouldn't
binds
have thought
with
salivation was a thing.
SAMe. It blocks the ability for SAMe to work. Maybe you've heard about
Don't eat
or seen
mercury, it will
SAMe in
kill you.
certain nutritional products.
Is mercury
Well,
still
SAMe
used
is
in
for
like
adrenaline.
in thermometers, or is that like outdated now? Oh, so hi, Buster. How are you? Mercury in retrograde. I don't know what retrograde is. I forget what that means. It's been so long since I've heard that word used.
Breakdown. It's needed to break down certain neurotransmitters. And so if you can't break down adrenaline, for example, you have too much adrenaline. So that's
Oh
one of the
dear.
problems with mercury. The second problem with mercury is that it inhibits selenium, especially the selenoenzyme.
Wait, hang on. Selenium's actually a real thing. Like, I thought selenium was a joke from Selen Tatsuki about selenium and about copium and selenium. Mercury will kill you fast. I see. Naruhodo. Oh, wait, that was a joke about how he's a speedy god as well. Ha ha ha. And very clever. Very clever. I appreciate that joke.
Enzymes or the enzymes that work with
Anyway, what does selenium do?
problems with mercury. The second problem with mercury is that it inhibits selenium,
Hmm.
especially the selenoenzymes or the enzymes that work with selenium. So, mercury inhibits those enzymes, which have everything to do with being an antioxidant. So, for example, the brain,
So
which
it
consumes
selenium's a type of enzyme, I see. Roman gods suck? Yeah, they suck something,
tremendous
alright.
amount of oxygen. So, we have a lot of
Oftentimes they do, in
oxidation,
fact.
not many antioxidants. You're going to have a lot of
Hmm.
problems with muscle weakness, poor coordination, burning. Those are all related to the brain. And also, you need these
That's
enzymes
stock footage of the
to
guy.
store vitamin C and vitamin E networks. So without selenium, you're going to have a much lower
Rewording that was funny as hell.
with not many antioxidants. You're going to have a lot of problems with the muscle weakness, poor coordination, burning. Those are all related to the brain. And also, you need these enzymes to store vitamin E
That
and
guy, he deserves that
selenium.
for
And
being on
that's
his phone
why.
whilst on
So without
stairs.
selenium, you're going to
Oh,
have
that's what you do. You use to show like poor coordination. That guy had just like a problems from the beginning. That was just a skill issue. Who walks down the stairs looking at their phone? What a fucking moron. What is this woke drivel? Well, you know, anyone who is right leaning at all should be fucking murdered and killed. Um, Also, if you're not gay or transgender or whatever, you're probably a fucking racist, homophobe, and you should get killed. Is that woke drivel enough for you? I don't know. Unironically true? Yo, I'd like to say based, but also I completely disagree. Do I say based for the meme? I don't think I can do it. Can I compromise my morals? Granted, I also did make that one video with the hentai. So yeah, pretty based actually. Never mind.
a much lowered antioxidant network. Now, if your child is toxic with mercury, there are some slightly
See,
different.
now that's racist because that child was Asian, not white. Anything to do with white people is not racist because that's how racism works, obviously. We all know this. You know, you can't be racist towards white people at all. You can't insult someone because of the color of their skin or their ethnicity if that ethnicity is like has any kind of whiteness involved because the privileged fucks who should die.
Symptoms. The child might have red cheeks or a nose.
Billie Jean.
Now, just because your child
Who was Billie Jean actually in that song? I can't remember the lyrics of it.
has red cheeks or a red nose,
Was Billie Jean somewhat like an allegory Michael Jackson used?
muscle weakness, and an increased sensitivity to light. So
Huh,
these are
interesting.
just things that you should be aware of. So mercury toxicity, number one, inhibits SAMe and it inhibits the enzymes with selenium. So what do you do about it? Number one, you want to avoid fish high in mercury. And that's the number one thing, okay? And I did a video on that recently.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene, if I remember correctly. What was the film she was from?
I'll put a link down below so you can get that data. Number two, you may want to consider removing your dental amalgams, okay, just to get that excess amount of mercury out of your body. I personally
Huh.
did that because pretty much every single filling was an amalgam. Number three, start taking some selenium. Number four, take SAMe as a supplement. Number five, consider taking a chelating product called EDTA. Chelation
Huh.
means to
Sammy.
bind with something.
Interesting.
So EDTA will bind with certain things like mercury and pull it out of your body. I did a whole video on that. I'll put that link down below. And the last two supplements that are really powerful would be glutathione and NAC, both very powerful antioxidants to counter the increased oxidation and free radical damage.
It's a good thing I don't actually have mercury poisoning. Yeah, if I cracked open a thermometer, would I be able to down the mercury from it? Is that a thing? Chronic mercury poisoning, amalgam metal fillings. Oh my, ew. Oh no, that sounds gross. It's mercury's naturally forming, isn't it? Hang on, I want to show you this cool song. This is the new Guilty Gear theme. Ups and downs. It's the theme for Slayer. Surrounded, my precious things, heart that made of stone. What a bop. Life is a journey, not a destination. Ooh, piano here. God damn. They really know what they're doing, Slayer's theme. It's very dandy. How dandy. My beautiful wife is waiting. Let's make this quick. He's got the same actor as the guy who plays the poison guy in Apex, I think. Into stone. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs. This song's a Pollyanna in this bit as well. But I want the whole bossa nova-esque sound of it. What a fun song. How fun was that? Hell yeah. What an awesome song. Ups and downs. Great stuff, love that. So cool. So swag. Very pog. Very indeed. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs. Da da ba da na na ba da ba da na ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba. Buster, I forget. Have I ever talked to you about what Digimon I think you would have if you had a Digimon partner? Because I know I've shown you Nidhoggmon because you don't shut up about Nidhogg. But, like, I don't think you'd actually want Nidhoggmon, especially when it's several miles long. It's like, I mean, like something like 6 miles long or something like that. Nidhoggmon is like the largest Digimon. Well, one of the largest. How big is Galactimon? Galactimon. Galactimon. Hang on, fandom. Ugh. Is this it? Ragnamon? Oh, interesting. It's a different name in English, I see. Ultimate that boasts the largest size among Digimon. So this is the biggest Digimon, okay. Having taken in the data of an artificial satellite, it possesses a variety of satellite weapons that are enough to annihilate vast areas of the digital world from high above. However, it requires a large amount of resources to operate, necessitating the support of proficient hackers, so there are a few records of it appearing on the battlefield. Its special moves are Gimlet Gun, Spazer, Shuttle Scissors, Satellite Buster, and Ragnarok Cannon. I kind of like Galactimon more as a name for Ragnamon. It feels like it suits it more. What is it? Evolves from Snatchmon, yeah. Artificial Digimon evolved from Bemon, that grew stronger. That grew stronger, began cannibalizing each other, and then survived until the very end. In addition to Snatchmon that await command codes. Hang on, what does this evolve into? Is it not Destromon that evolves into? Perfect Digimon is the data of a powerful battleship in the world, where size capable of transporting combat and Digimon alike. Interesting. So this kind of does this not evolve into? Evolves to Ragnamon. Okay. Well, I guess he's the biggest because it says so. Oh no. Ugh, okay. I think the ad block's finally caught up with YouTube being a dick. Let's watch some cooking stuff. Oh. Wait, hang on. Oh, no, it's chocolate cacao. I don't know. I don't call itself. Called it fucking. I don't know why I thought it was cacao nuts. That's the segment he has for it. Lemon. Let's have a look at lemon because there was a lemon recipe I wanted to see earlier on in this channel. Lemon. Oh yeah, there's chocolate Dragon Balls. Let's watch that afterwards. Let's watch that. Put that in. Oh no, it's a. Okay, yeah. Let's watch this. No, stop it. I don't care. This is all just very satisfying stuff here. I love this guy's videos. He's really cool. He's a Japanese chocolate maker. I guess. He doesn't make chocolate, I guess, but he does baking videos with chocolate in it. Why is it? Hang on, why the subtitle is in Spanish? No. This time I'll make lemon cake. Because I saw this in my recommend and I'm gonna watch it. Apparently I put this as a watch later thing ages ago and I forgot about it. Cake flour on a lemon mold. I can't remember what makes cake flour so special. Can't remember now. So it's you don't use a lemon, it's just a lemon-shaped mold for it. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Apparently, a lot of people say you need to wash lemons just to stop them from being so waxy. And like, true. I also think it's just good practice to wash any kind of fruit and vegetables you're using. What do you mean the way I move is a mystery? I don't understand. God, I love lemon zest. One thing, a cool tip I learned from binging with Babish is that if you roll a lemon on a table, it makes juicing of it way easier. This channel is as refreshing as a lemon. It is, Cacao Notes, it is. Don't you just hate it when you get little seeds in your lemon juice? Granulated sugar, 60 grams. Can you use the same amount of caster sugar as you do granulated sugar? I forget. Put whole egg and egg yolk into a bowl. I see. So, like the eggs and the yolk have the whites and the yolk have different properties to each other. So that's why oftentimes videos or recipes even will ask you to use both one egg and an egg yolk. Really, the eggs have more like proteins in them and such, and make it for a better rise. I can't remember now. I kind of want them to like put it on max volume when they're whisking like that. I do like the sound of electric whiskers just going full ham and just ruining everything. Put a bowl of egg in hot water. Oh no. I guess it's just to temper it to make sure it's fine to eat. I think I don't know if that's actually going to affect the cooking. I imagine it will do actually, there's sugar in there, so yeah. I imagine some of it as well is just to make sure that like the egg's fine to eat, because some people are very conscious of that stuff. In the UK it's fine to do, but like some countries don't have eggs you can eat raw. Like I can eat cake batter and that's fine for me. I did it as a child all the time. You ever do that? You just eat cake batter? Granted, it depends on your family baked, I guess. Almond powder. I guess you could just use normal flour for that as well, and that would be fine. Put it in the mold and bake. But there's still one left. Was there not enough batter for all 5? White chocolate coating. Oh my. What cardamom? Oh, pistachios. Interesting. I guess it makes sense. Pistachios are often used in desserts. Baklava is a really nice dessert, by the way, if you've not had it. It's like oftentimes a phyllo pastry dough with nuts and honey. It's like layers of them. 1390 grams of white chocolate. Oh, I keep yawning. Oh my goodness. What's he planning on doing here? Because I don't think, considering it was already in chunks anyway, I don't know if you need to cut it. That's finely. Okay. Melting that. I guess if you're just using it as like a shaved chocolate, that makes sense, I guess. I don't have a microwave. I used to, and then it got broke. And it's currently not in my house, so I'm not able to buy a new microwave. Because my family are paranoid. The paranoid schizophrenics. Well, why? Hang on, wait, why do that? Was that just to thicken it? Oh, tempering, I see. That's an interesting way of tempering chocolate. I think more people do it over like a water bath or something like that, but that's alright, isn't it? You gonna put that in your mouth? You gonna take that little bit of chocolate and put it in your mouth? Completed when the chocolate hardens. Oh no, not the hard chocolate all over my soft little booty. What the fuck am I talking about? Is he gonna do the chocolate sprinkle thing? He normally sprinkles some cocoa powder on it at the end. He then says, just do it. Oh. Well, let's watch this. Just do it. There it goes. Oh my god, the glass is still... Even on things where it doesn't really make sense, you'll always sprinkle that. Nice cacao. Hang on, before the taste test, let's look at this. What's going on here? Da na da na 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 da na na da da ba na ba ba ma me na 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 da na. Coolio. I think we're back now. I just realised I've had reverb on this whole time. There we go. Da 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 diddle ba be ba noo ma na na do da be ma noo ma noo ma do. So hang on. Watching cacao nuts has made me want to eat some chocolate, and so I have some dairy milk and more caramel nut crunch here, which I shall try. Maybe some ASMR of opening it. Do like a break with the chocolate as well. Stop that? Why? Is it that bad, really? No. What is sweetness? No, I'm not a big ASMR fan either. I can get some. I mean, this is really ASMR, right? It's like cooking ASMR, but I'm looking at it for the recipes. But some people look at it for the ASMR. There's a lot of cooking channels like that. I end up bumping into ASMR when not meaning to, just because of cooking stuff. So it's surprising that cocoa powder fits well. Hey, the cacao notes. Liqueur is always in the background. True enough. I think it's more for the vibes than anything else, the auditory stuff in this. This looks rather lovely. It's like a cream liqueur drink. Sweet and heavy liqueur goes well with refreshing sweets. Good to know. I don't really drink alcohol, but that sounds rather lovely. So there's a new event out in Goddess of Victory Nikkei at the moment, which I'm playing. It's like the Bunny Girl event. And like, I want to do a stream where I talk about like all the characters in Nikkei being either how much of a girl fail, girl boss, or baby girl they are. But I also don't know anyone who likes Nikkei or wants to talk about it with me. And I feel like it'd be one of those streams which is better to do with another person. So I don't know if I want to do the stream. I think it'd be fun to do, but like, if you don't have anyone to talk with about it, what's the point? This is probably more your speed, Buster. What is happening? Why is it being like this? Oh, they have little stars with them as well. So he's using lychee. Interesting. It's like lychee. Oh, hang on, what was that? Was that lychee jam? Why is it not loading? Come on, please load. Pâté de fruits. That's the thing inside. So this is orange. Oh, it's orange puree. Wait, is it orange? That was orange, right? I don't know why I saw lychee beforehand. Oh, I know, it's lychee there. But orange. What is this? Is this what the name of it is? Just pâté de fruits? I thought it was the whole segment of it. It's just puree. It's just a fruit pure. Is it mixed fruit puree? Maybe. Just fruit pure. It looks like gelatin. Yeah, it's gelatin. Gelatin's always very annoying to cook with because it means you have to just wait a while. I don't like this shorts format. I'd rather do the full length one. Little basses, they're nice. It's like a lot of food in Japan comes with like silica to like preserve it, and I'm not sure. And that was orange there. It's cool that people have decided to make these kind of molds, all these different molds available just for very specific purposes. It's cool. Of course, for someone who wants to try it themselves, it means they have to actually like buy said molds as well. Which is annoying, but you know, them's the kids, Bricks. Them's the kids. Monin. It's like a syrup. I've seen that stuff beforehand. I never bought it, but that's just like syrup and gelatin sheets. Oh yeah, so he makes himself out of jelly, that's cool. Nice. He doesn't normally show his face in these kind of videos either. Granted, even then he was wearing a mask, so I guess it's not that weird. Yeah. What should I do on the rest of the stream? I don't think I should really be watching these kind of videos. I don't really like doing React and dev stuff. I just wanted to watch some videos and chill for a bit. I think I'd like to play Golden Sun at some point. What to do, what to do. Honestly, I could just end the stream. Oh, well, this is really meant, this kind of just an impromptu thing. Cacao Jang sausage. I feel like I watched this video ages ago. Roast beef bowl with cocoa salt. Huh. Begone, ads. Your ilk is unwelcome here. No, Lloyd's Bank, you are also unwelcome. I'm not a big steak guy, but I'm curious. Wait, are there subtitles in this? Oh, okay. So is this like a chocolate salt? Rest using this cacaoholic salt. Interesting. I can't tell if it's just piece of chocolate mixed with salt, which doesn't seem to be the case, or like, not sure. I was doing the Salt Bay thing. Okay, that's good. No, that's a good meme. So much on the sides as well, which hasn't been put on. What a waste. Hopefully he'll use it. Never thought chocolate salt would be a thing. How interesting. That pan is not big enough for all that meat. God damn. So is he going? Did he say he's going to roast this, or is it just like meat good for roasting? I see. I see. Okay, yeah, so he's baking it. I was going to say, a meat that thick is probably not going to be cooked at all. Just in a pan sear like that. I like this. Not many people actually show you how to cook rice, so it's good for people who don't know how to cook it by hand. And this is going to use a rice cooker. Oh, using bottled water for it? Interesting. I guess it's to stop any kind of like chemicals and stuff or impurities in the water. That's a cool steel he's got there as well. Interesting stuff. Yes. Then I will cut the meat. Afternoon, Elijah and chat. Hello, Rescue. We're just watching some stuff because I wanted to have a chill out for a while and just go on stream. Impromptu, mind, I know. Cut off from the root of the kitchen knife. How do you like your... Do you like steak at all, Rescue? This is a video... This is a steak made with, like, chocolate salt. Which is a bit of an interesting thing I've not heard of before, but we're looking at it. I'm not normally a big steak guy, if I'm being honest. I'm going to eat beef. I prefer to eat it stewed. I prefer stewed beef over steak. He's doing it very thin like this for like a donburi, a beef bowl. With gravy and chocolate salt. Interesting. Hello, Fizz. How are you doing? Fizz, was it you was talking with the other week all about, like, how steak is kind of mid, but stewed beef is really good. It was, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in your guys' opinions on this. I feel like I think I think I said before, one of the main reasons I'm not a big fan of steak is more just like the conversation around it. Like, there's so much elitism about steak, it just kind of makes it unpleasant to eat because it's like I can't even eat food without like someone fucking saying you're doing it wrong, and it's like I'm fucking eating food. It's not you eating it, you cunt. Fuck off. Wait, why is my camera gone off again? God damn it. Beef stew? Yeah. Beef stew is great. I made a beef stew earlier in the week, actually. It was really, really good. I used like a wine sauce. I wanted to use leek with it, but I ended up having to use celery because I couldn't get any leeks. They were all out at the shop. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to get a big leek and I'm going to cut it super thin. And I'm going to get that leek all nice and browned. And it's going to be a really delicious stew as a result. And then it's like, no, we have no leeks. And it's like, fuck off, dude. Really? Really? How do you not have leek? It's one of the most common root vegetables around, and you ran out of leek. And indeed they had. They'd run out of leek. Overrated by the 1%. Yeah. I'm interested to see how this will go. This is a channel called called a Chocolate Cacao, by the way. Cocoa? Chocolate Cacao? It looks chocolatey, actually, that sauce. Like, this does make sense in a way, right? Like, a lot of the times with, like, chili, which is oftentimes using beef, right? Like, Mexican-style chili. It's using, like... You could say there's a leak in the supply line. Okay, that was really good. That's really good. Oh my god. Alright, okay. That's good. What I was gonna say was, you have like chili con carne, which is like Tex-Mex, right? Like Texaco, Texas, Mexico, right? I've been feeling punny since yesterday. It's always a good feeling when you're in a punny mood. But yeah, in like a lot of like chili, they recommend putting in some like cocoa powder or maybe some like dark chocolate. And that uses beef, so I'm guessing the flavor works really. But I wonder if it's more to do with the sauce there than the meat itself. I'm not sure. Highest cocoa with just a bit of taste, which is good enough. Meat and vegetable, the amount condensed is made. White Refort. I don't. Do you guys like horseradish? I don't like horseradish. My parents would often do it at my mother at least would do it at Christmas, but I'm just not a big fan of horseradish. Sweet beef works, but it's better if it's sweet pork. Yeah, well the thing is, like, there's been like I think there's more of a focus on like sweetness with pork because pork's already quite salty naturally. So like having like apples work really well with pork. You know, like if you're looking at a lot of like Asian cuisine, there's a lot of like sweet and sour sauces which go with pork and things like that. But yeah, apple is a great combination with pork. Very common in England at least, and I think other parts of Europe as well. I'm not sure, but yeah, like pork works well combined with sweet. I guess because it's got a natural saltiness to it, slightly at least. And beef is, I think, still a bit salty, but I think more people want that savory, beefy flavor from it a lot of the time. Some people want things a bit more beef forward. Orange juice really good as pork marinade, actually. Yeah, I can see that. I remember watching Food Wars, Shokugeki no Soma. Reading it even. Cause I read it first before watching it, I think. And, like, it mentioned how, like, so this thing happens where they're, like, one of the main character and the girl he's with, oh, hi Thorn, how you doing, Thorn? Are you doing pretty? I'm not doing. I'm very depressed, Thorn, and I want to die. But you know what? We're talking about food. Good heavens. Great googly moogly. What is this ooh-woo nonsense? We're talking about food, though. No, so in Food Wars, there's this bit where, like... Wait, was it beef or pork? I think it was pork they were cooking. No, it was beef, even. And they're trying to marinate it, and it's like... oh no, we've been put far behind. It's like, how we're gonna have long to cook? And like, don't worry, I've got this. And like, they marinate the beef in honey for like 10 minutes or so, or 20 minutes, and it's like, how did you know? And at the end of it, it's like, it's really tender and really just fall apart good, and it's like, wait, how did you know how to do this? No, it was pork, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it's some big joint of meat. It's like, how did you know how to do this? Who taught you this? And like, oh, well, I found it. Honey melts the enzyme. Yeah, because it's all about how, like, well, I originally saw in a magazine that, like, in a cooking magazine, that pineapple did it, but I couldn't always afford getting fresh pineapple, especially a whole one, so I experimented and found honey worked. And yeah, it's the enzyme. Honey reacts with the enzymes in a lot of meats and stuff, which I saw a video recently by... was it Joshua Wiseman, who I don't normally like, honestly. I think he's kind of obnoxious. But it was a video trying to debunk food myths. I'm always interested in seeing, because there's a lot of stuff people believe about cooking which is just not true. And Wiseman said, oh, no, this thing, like, oh, I'm going to use this marinade to see if it makes the meat more tender. And it's like, compare the meat to one which wasn't marinated. Like, no, it doesn't make it more tender. And like, that wasn't a fair assessment, because you only tried one type of marinade, which is a spicy marinade. And there's different types of marinade that work. Went to a heavy metal concert. Who were you seeing? Serpent milk. Serpents don't have milk. Serpents do not create milk. They have no teats in which to lactate. Unless you're talking about poison. In which case, can I have some? I'd like to try some poison. Well, I just realized this thing here. What's that? Go away. How to make the Big Mac... Fucking hell. Okay. Right. Joshua Wiseman will do this. Okay, he's not the only one to do this. What the fuck is this? But, like, I hate it when people do this. Like, here's how to do this thing, but cheaper. And, like, oh, here's this thing, which is blank per... this costs blank per portion. Like, hang on, overall, it still costs more to buy this thing. What do you mean? It's... people don't make a meal per portion, right? They aren't costing the meal per portion. They're making it for a fucking batch. Either for themselves or a family. Get off your fucking high horse. Like... we get it, you've worked in a restaurant. You don't have any idea how the average home cook works, clearly. You dumb cunt. Also, I don't think he's very funny. I don't think his recipes are all that bad. But it's like, I just think his personality is obnoxious to watch. Thorn, stop with the uwu nonsense. It's annoying me. What do you mean, special serpents? Big Mac better with ingredients twice. Yeah, and like, I don't know. He has some good stuff, but it's also like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Oh, it was a pee-pee joke. Ha ha ha. Okay. Very clever, Thorn. I tried Kerber glands. Mind you, that would make you a scaly. Suppose you want in a good mood today. No, I'm not in a good mood. Granted, am I ever in a good mood? Don't answer that. I'll kill you both if you answer that. I'll kill all of you. I'll kill every single one of you. You know? Like, Rescue? You're probably hiding somewhere. Actually, no, Rescue, you're good. You've not done anything wrong. You're good. Mwah. That's for you, Rescue. Good kid. Anyway, what are we looking at? It's horseradish, yeah. Hang on, white chocolate and horseradish. Is that what he's mixing here? Wait, lemon, horseradish. Cream. Scaly, I just took my weight there. Ugh. That one was a bad pun. Wait, why did you mix horseradish with chocolate? We're talking about, like, the cream that you eat. You dumb fuck. Should I just be, like, a streamer who actually just hates you all? Like, yeah, some people are like, OMG, I'm gonna be, like, a tsundere streamer. I'm gonna be like, I guess I like you guys. Do I just have to be the person like, no, I actually fucking hate all of you, and I want you all to die? I think you should all just... I think you should all sniff glue. Is that going to be my thing? I'm just going to be the streamer who just actively hates you. Speaking, eats the nasty cream. I mean, okay, just say semen. You can. Some people actually do enjoy that, and don't think it's nasty. I don't understand it. Granted, I've never had it myself, but some people swear by it, like, yeah, man, that shit's good. And I do wonder if it's kind of like something by association, where it's like, people like it by association with it, and it's like, oh, this isn't related to pleasure. Pleasure is good. So stuff like that. Or maybe they just actually like the taste of it. Garners a lot of attention. Speaks for 1 second. Streamer, rarg. Salty. Maybe. I've heard that, yeah. Granted, right, I can say that, but, like, it's not like I'm getting a fucking glomp of this shit in my mouth. You know, I'm like... But yeah, I mean, no, some people swear by it, and it's like, okay, fair enough. You know what, if you like it, good for you. More power to you, my dear. You know? And some people... Okay, the amount of myths around, like, human semen are hilarious. Like, people say, oh, it's good for your skin. And it's like... This sounds like someone just wanted someone to rub sperm on them. You were getting... a cup of your fancy fit, a cup of your feeling fancy. If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? If you had the chance to change your cum. If you had the chance to suck a dick, would you? Unborn, unmade children. Yes, a suitable sacrifice. I feel that was from... What was that from? There was a... What was that game? Faith, the Unholy Trinity. I think I remember something like that happening in that. I think there's like a thing, there's like evil ritual where they need to like shove babies into a person's head cavity after carving out their face. And then eventually they'll be reborn as a demon or something like that. Or something like that, yeah. Yeah, Faith, the Unholy Trinity. That was a creepy game. I say glomp though, and Thorn, and it's like, you know what I mean? Just like a sizable amount in one go. Humans isn't good food. No, I heard of this. Yeah. No, a lot of... Okay, so I found out about this because Project Melody brought it up on a stream one time with people on... I can't remember who she was talking with. It's on Twitch or something there. And someone brought it up, and, like, semen's protein, like, it's actually very only trace amounts. Yeah, it is. It's there's more glucose in it. It's... While there are proteins in it, if I'm... It's not, like... It's not that, realistically. If anything, it's not a sustainable food source at all, you're right. So yeah, I mean, if you want to have it, go for it, but it's certainly not... You can't survive on it if it's part of a balanced diet. No, frosted semen flakes! Part of a balanced breakfast. You think, okay, so you know how you can, like, get milk, right? Or any kind of liquid, and you can, like, dry it out over several hours, and by putting it in an oven? Would you get the same thing with semen? Why did I ask this question? Rather than the formation protein. Oh, right, I see. That makes sense. Are you gonna cry? Piss your pants, maybe? Maybe shit. And come? That was a good. Was that from Vine? No, that was from Cameo or Five or something like that. Milk does. I don't know what like human lubrications and such would be like. What's the scientific name for like female lubricant, by the way? I can't remember the name now. Dies after 7. Honestly, 70 days on that diet would actually be quite impressive. It reminds me actually of this thing where this guy, this dietitian, was trying to prove about how calorie counting being more important than anything else. You're trying to lose weight, and that's what he did. He ate nothing but junk food, but he kept very strict calorie counts on him. So he'd eat things like biscuits and cookies and like Doritos and stuff, and he ended up losing weight in the end after like a month. However, despite the fact that, oh well, you just calorie count, that's fine. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not it's a terrible diet for you, which will probably come with other health issues not related to your weight. Yeah, 70 days is generous. No way. No. Okay. Okay, that's not true. Human can survive without eating for maybe like 3 weeks at most. Yeah, you would die. I think like the max. It's estimated that humans can survive about like 3 days at most without any kind of liquid gain. And keep in mind though, most things you consume will have some degree of liquid in it. Most organic materials, unless they've been cooked to have the liquid drained out of them, will have some kind of liquid involved. So like fruits and vegetables, meats will have, and meats and fish and such will have liquid in them. So that all counts towards your like liquid water intake. So realistically, it's nearly, if you are able to consume something, it's nearly impossible, at least which does have some degree of water content. It's really difficult to not do that. Without drinking water, if you just drink water and doesn't eat it. Well, of course, that's right. Wait, hang on. But if you just drink water and doesn't eat any food, yeah, but it's also like, the thing is, you say this, you can survive, but like you'll be slow, you'll not be able to function. You know, like water is good for, does not have the, by itself does not have the necessary excuse me, the necessary nutrition by itself to support a human body permanently. 2 months before some essential fibers. So, yeah, the thing is, like, eventually, like, if you are just consuming water, well, that's fine. Eventually, your body, without any kind of like substance other than water, your body will just start to consume itself, and your muscles will atrophy because what's the term called? Fizz, you seem knowledgeable on this stuff. What's it called when your body starts to consume its own muscle mass? And because it will consume all the fat, all the carbohydrates, and then water weight will go first, and then carbohydrates, and then fats, and then it will just start to like your muscles will start to deteriorate as your body starts craving any form of mass. Only if you're eating and drinking water with it, and you will apparently die. Interesting. I still think 70 is very generous on that. If you have a steady supply of water and you consume male semen, I think that's 70 is still generous. And again, like even if that is the case, like the nutritional balance of that is not good for you. Like the thing is, you're not gaining anything from that, right? You're kind of just reusing your own if it's your own, at least you're kind of just reusing your own resources there. It would be like drinking your own piss. Auto-cannibalism. Yeah, your body starts to like auto-cannibalize itself eventually, and that's what would happen. Yeah, 70 is still really generous. I think, you know, like, again, that's on a baseline. Like, that's not counting all the nutrients the nutrients which you need, which you're not getting by just consuming those two things, right? Like, you'd probably get like a myriad of health issues. You know what? You'd probably get scurvy before you died, right? How fucked up... Okay, we don't really tend to worry about scurvy now. Okay, I found this out from this video. It was one of those, like, really crappy, like, videos where it's, like, reading out, like, Reddit forum stuff, and, like, it was interesting to watch there for the time, but it's, like, someone was, like, blah, 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 what was it? Yeah, someone was like, oh, well, for a long time I was super depressed and I wasn't eating anything healthy, just subsisting off of junk food and everything like that, and my body felt terribly weak and brittle, and the doctor could not find what was wrong with him, but they sent him home, gave him some antibiotics and everything, and he took a glass of orange juice. Within, like, half an hour to an hour, he felt better, and it's because he'd gotten fucking scurvy, because he hadn't had any fruit in months. And it's like, holy shit. The first thing you should do is, if you're ill, is have some fucking fruit. God damn. Apparently drink your own piss as water the first time. And second is not good, apparently. I can see that being the case. Like, yeah. The thing is, by that point, there'll be no nutritional value to it at all. Your body would have absorbed it all. Did the not eating challenge... He was under supplementation and saline. Oh, God. Okay, I'm still not sure who Mr. Beast is, like, into what he does. Like, how did he become so big? He has, like, chocolate bars now, apparently? I've seen chocolate bars. I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know what Mr. Beast does. And I'm kind of too afraid now to really find out. So you know what? Don't tell me. It's fine. Onions are gross. I hate onion. We serve rice beautifully. Yeah, it's a waste product. I don't think I'd mix cocoa with onions. I'm sorry, I couldn't do that. That sounds gross. It's very nicely plated though. I hate onion. If I am making a dish with onions, I'll either omit it, or I'll tend to use, like, dried onion, because at least then I don't have to, like, deal with the texture of it. Hate onion rings. Onion rings are vile. You don't need to agree with me on it, I know. The thing is, I understand that, like, onions are, like, the basis of most cooking, but, like, I just can't stand them. I find ways around it. I wonder how this is going to taste. Put egg yolk on top of the rice. What the hell? Oh, right, it's already boiled. Oh. I eat onion like apples. I feel like you said this before, and I can't get it. I can't understand it. So, like, are you able to eat Japanese eggs raw? I imagine you are if you're doing something like this, right? Like, you can do it in England. I know American eggs you can't do it with. Where you guys are from, can you eat raw egg? Are your eggs fine? Because we don't, like, store eggs in fridge. Okay, I'll keep eggs in the fridge at home just because they'll keep for longer, but we don't normally keep them in fridges when we're at the shop and such. Eat raw duck eggs. I don't know how to duck egg. Granted, I don't like eggs either, actually. I don't like onion, I don't like eggs, so... There's two things here which I don't like. American eggs are no-go. Yeah, I know, it's something to... I can't remember the exact reasoning why now. I know it's to do with, like, how the membrane of them and how, like, things can pass through the shell. The membrane of the shell. Yeah, and everyone says eggs are so good, and I'm like, I've tried eggs. I've never liked eggs, though. Your eggs are fairly safe? Okay. What about you, Thorn? Are your eggs good? Can you eat raw egg? This looks good. I can make onion egg omelets. Well, that's the thing, like, an omelet is something I've never had because there's nothing in it for me, you know? I was like, oh my god, omi rice, it's the best. I'm like, I don't like eggs, so I'm not gonna eat that. I have never tried eating raw eggs, but our eggs seem to be fairly safe in Sweden. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I can see that. I think a lot of places in Europe will have like safe eggs. You're in Indonesia, right, Fizz? Do you want to look at this one, the cocoa hamburger? Let's have a look at this. Da da no. Sometimes, so a lot of people talk about like Japanese food being the best, some of the best in the world, and I do wonder if that's because people aren't used to having like good quality food at all in other places. Like, oh man, Americans like Japanese eggs are the best, and like, are they? I don't know. I mean, what makes a Japanese egg so good? If you want to take a closer look at them. So what you're saying is you have a vagina. You're telling me, Thorn, that you have a vagina. Women? In my chat? How dare you? How dare you? That's not what I meant. You said you have 2 eggs. If you want to take a closer look, that implies to me that you have ovaries. And thus, a vagina. Hello, Jojo. Jojo, are eggs in your country safe to eat? Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner. Oh, I can't remember the rest of the words of that song now. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Yeah. The are safe to eat? Let's go. Fuck you, America. Jojo, we're watching some videos from chocolate cacao, who's making some like videos using chocolate-based ingredients, like savory things. Weird. Women exist. Women? What? What is it? What are these women that you speak of? Especially the fresh from a chicken. Nice. Yeah. No, like America's a weird country, and that their eggs aren't safe. Okay. Actually, I say eggs aren't safe. I feel like a lot of American food is not safe to eat. 1 egg though, because the sperm can just only go into. Oh, we're also talking about like human reproductive organs as well, I guess. I can't stand strawberries. You can't stand strawberries? Oh my god, I made a strawberry pie the other day actually, and I'm like, this is gonna be all right. Then I ended up putting too much cornstarch in, so now it just tastes like blancmange, and it's not what I wanted from it. And I also put in too much sugar in it because I didn't judge the ratios right. So it's not a good pie. I need to get rid of it and try again some other time. Strawberries are so good. They are, right? They're so good. No, like I think like a lot of like American food just seems like unfit for human consumption. The amount of American food which is banned in other countries because it has like weird chemicals and stuff in it, which is just not allowed. It's like weird. You don't like pineapple? Honestly, I know like a lot of people like. I think it's become a bit of a joke. I think I've talked about. Hang on, wait. Creatures of myth, preposterous ideas you got there. But now see here, boy. Now see here. These women. The women. Doesn't have 1 egg though, because the sperm can only just go into one of them, right? Yes, but they have maximum 2 at a time. I can't stand them because I'm allergic. Okay, if you're allergic to pineapples, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, do you mean you're allergic to pineapples or allergic to women? Sort of just fast food, bad for your health. Yeah. So like, no. Regarding pineapples, though, I feel like so pineapple and pizza. People get really uppity about that, right? I feel like it was a thing for a while and no one gave a shit. And then I feel like I sort of just started seeing it one day on the internet, like, pineapple and pizza's disgusting. And it's like, it's been a thing for years. Why the fuck are you getting mad about this now? And like, honestly, if you don't like pineapple, I get it. It's quite like a strong flavor. It's quite acidic. I can totally see if you don't like it. I like pineapple. Yeah, I like pineapple personally, not tons of it at once. Like, it gets a bit sickly very quickly because it is really sweet. It's like mango, right? It's like fresh mango. I bought a fresh mango a while ago. Oh my god, really good stuff. Oh wow, that was sweet. That was really, really sweet. And it's like, oh, whoa, I can't eat all this in one. I can't eat a lot of this at once. Call me Hawaiian because I got that ham on pineapples. Wait, what? I don't even get the joke. I guess it was a ham and pineapple joke. I can't say bird because I let... Wait, hang on. I had no idea that ladies had 2 eggs. I thought they only had 1. Thorn... Did you even... This is basic fucking biology! Thorn! When I'm in fact a manly man. You can be a lovely lady and a manly man if you want. You can be a lovely man or a manly lady. You can be, I don't know. When a man loves another man. How'd you like your man? Medium rare or well done? I don't know. But no, yeah, like, sorry, we're not like American food and stuff. And like, yeah, like American food, it's just like, I know a lot of people say, oh man, yeah, like America, we have the best steaks in the world. I'm like, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Why is all your meat like, why does it all go through a chemical bath before you sell it to people? What's up with that? What? Why? I don't understand. Listen, I understand you're trying to disinfect it, but it's like the cheapest way to do it, and it's also not super safe. 2 ovaries and produce multiple egg cells, so yeah. Isn't it like 2 at max though? I has been a while. It's been a while since I was in school, and when I was studying in school, I wasn't a very good listener. What were you good at, Thorn? Answer wisely. This is your only chance to prove yourself. Medium, a normal Joe. Well done is a himbo. Rare is a twink. Have I ever told you guys the story of when I called someone in my public speaking class a metrosexual hipster in front of the whole class, and I got like top marks for it? So this is a true story. Yeah, as part of our like English language or literature, in language, yeah, we had to do like a public speaking essay, and I was not prepared for it at all. But like, I'm pretty good at public speaking. I'm just gonna wing it. And I had like a very basic like outline for what I wanted to talk about, and I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor." His name wasn't Trevor, but like, yeah, you get it. It's a, yeah, and like, looks like, ladies and gentlemen, Trevor. And I hated this guy. This guy was a fucking nonce. And everyone just started laughing. Like, oh, okay, they were already laughing at this first joke. I've got this in the bag. And at the end of it, after going through questions after this presentation I'd done, which I was just kind of going off the top of my head with it, he's like, hey, why am I not treated as one of the other classmates? Like, well, you see, Trevor, it's because I don't see you as a person. I see you as just a metrosexual hipster. And, yeah, again, everyone laughed as well. And in the end, I got like a 97 out of 100. And I'm like, I'll take it. Was it 95 out of 100? Either way, I was in like the top 3 of my class. The only other people who got like similar or higher marks than me were the other 2 people who did acting in the class. I think my ears just choked. I was good at woodcraft, drawing, physics, and English. I see. Okay, fair enough. Oh, and at technique. What? Oh, you're doing swimming or something? I have a friend who... Wait, what's it called? Is it synchronized swimming when you do, like, swimming acrobatics and stuff? I have a friend who, like, she does that. I think I've mentioned that I have a friend in Bulgaria. She does, like, synchronized swimming and such. And she teaches it to people as well as a coach. Well, she used to. She doesn't anymore. She's got a different job now. But, like, yeah, she does, like, synchronized swimming and things like that. It's really cool. She showed me some of her performances that she's done. It's really impressive to see. Is it synchronized swimming? I have a feeling it would be synchronized swimming. Look at that carrot. What a chonker. Do you guys have thick carrots where you are? Don't take that out of context. I mean, like, genuinely. Are the carrots you buy large, or are they, like, diddly little things? Big carrots. Big carrots are the best. Never had the knife facing towards you. Oh no. I guess he's got it in control. If that's the way he feels like the most control of it, I guess it makes sense, but also, I wouldn't if that were me. When you take a chip and then you plug some cables into it and you put some liquid metal over it with a heating pen on tin. Wait, isn't that a soldering iron? The pen? Isn't that a soldering iron? And the Wait, did he just like evaporate all the water from it? Interesting. Oh wait, no, it's butter in there as well. Huh. I've never seen this done. Thing is, it's not like the carrots will be able to absorb the butter. I guess it does coat them, I guess. Like, yeah, I can... If you're talking like a pen and liquid, that's a soldering iron. And, like, soldering metal, because it turns into liquid, you heat it. And you use it on, like, circuit boards and stuff, and, like, other things. I've mainly used it on circuit boards in the past. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, that makes... I forgot you were ESL. Wait, that's right. I didn't know you could put plastic... Oh, no, it's tinfoil you can't put in there. Okay, never mind. Yeah. No, that makes way more sense now. I understand what you're talking about now, dude. How they make vegan sausages, that carrot texture is going to be horrendously overcooked feeling. Man, sometimes like you get like vegetarian and vegan substitutes. Sometimes they're alright, sometimes they're gross. There's a brand in the UK called Quorn, like Kuorn, it's spelled. I don't know if there's a brand elsewhere in the world. But like some of the stuff is fine. Like you can get like the mince and stuff and like, oh yeah, I'll just put this in like a chili or something like that and it's fine, it's cheap. It's a nice substitute for it, whatever. Other times they have like chicken steaks, like Quorn chicken steaks. Those things are fucking vile. They're disgusting. So gross. The texture is terrible, the flavor's bad. I believe they're made from like fungus or something like that. Which, it's interesting that we count fungi as like more vegetable than that. Because apparently, from a biological standpoint, fungi are more similar to meat. To meat than vegetables. Got a PE class. It wasn't orientation, he got lost with the map. So not good. Okay. Wait, I have a vague recollection of doing a similar kind of map-based thing as part of my PE lessons as well. Granted, we also did some like walking stuff, like walking and hiking and things like that in one of my years, which was cool. Like corn. It's spelt like this. Though, admittedly, when I first heard the word, I thought it was spelt C-O-R-N. Corn, corn on the range where the deer and the antelope play. Do you guys like corn? I like corn. Corn. Wait, we can't really digest corn that well, can we? Like, a lot of, like, corn can, like, survive the digestive process. That's fucked up. That should not be how it is. But yeah, no, like, corn chicken is just like... He's doing the rice thing again. This is a cool bowl. This is like a ceramic bowl and just made for this. This is cool. I never like how people make mushy carrots, and like I should bring the seventh layer of hell upon you for those. Wait, what if you're making mashed carrots? Deliberately, like mashed potatoes, but mashed carrots? Because then you want it. It tries so hard to be meat, and it tastes like meat when it doesn't, and just ends up tasting like... Try out his Ratatouille. Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, so apparently the thing he makes in Ratatouille is not actually Ratatouille. It's a version of it, which is still like conceptually the same thing, where it's like thinly sliced vegetables which have been roasted. But it's not technically Ratatouille. I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, it's just like thinly sliced vegetables, like courgettes and stuff. We can have a look at a recipe for that actually afterwards. It's when the corn are harvested. I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Come on, kids, let's get together in perfect harmony. Now I got 20 acres and you got 43. I got a brand new combine harvester, and something about something. Something about the South. Okay, right, yeah. Well, I think it depends what you're doing. Like, if you're in a stew, I guess it depends what you're doing. Like, you can put the vegetables in later on in the stew, but sometimes you're not bothered about that, right? Like, honestly, I'm not bothered about, like, the carrots being soft in a stew. I kind of like that, but I'm more bothered about potatoes being too soft, because then, like, they'll just start to, like, dissolve all the starch into, like, the stew, which I'm not a super big fan of. Though, I guess if you want to thicken it up, that's fine as well. You can do that. Guess, granted, stews are really customizable, but like oftentimes they're all about just like getting the vegetables super soft and cooking for a long time. Now I'm feeling the midnight munchies. Is it midnight where you are, Fizz? Breadcrumbs and chocolate. Interesting. Huh. Well, this is like a cereal thing now, doesn't it? It looks like one of those like cereal cakes you make. You know? 2 minutes to midnight. Yeah. No, like like carrots will just like naturally soften as they cook, obviously, but like yeah, if you don't want them to be super mushy, you got to be careful of that. Though yeah, even if you're doing like mashed carrots, it's probably best to let them dry out a little bit, just to give them some kind of structural integrity, because if it's too wet, it won't come together at all. It's why mashed potatoes work best if you just like leave them to steam for just like a minute or two after you've just boiled them. Or yeah, or if you steam them as well, even just like leave them for a moment just to like drain off some of the water from them. Somewhat really good in a stew. That's fair. Again, that's more like a personal thing. I don't know how much I enjoy having that extra starch in it. But yeah, I can totally see people liking it. I don't think I put as much onion in this. Again, I'd probably use dried onion if anything, if I was going to use it. I'd probably rehydrate the dried onion a bit, but like I wouldn't use a whole onion like this. Also, I find that a lot of the time, a lot of burgers like this can be like too onion forward if you put like even half an onion in them. A lot of recipes are, oh, use a whole onion or use half onion. Like, you really... I want them, again, more beef forward, right? So it's like, I don't think having that much onion in them is like good for that. You know? Others may disagree with me. Others may say, oh, you need the onion. I just don't like that much onion in my burgers. If I make a burger fresh, or meatballs as well, right? If I make them fresh, I'll not put anywhere close to that amount in. Been a while since I've done that, actually. Oh my god, have you guys ever had Loco Moco? It's a Hawaiian dish. It's really fucking good. Because the beef bowl thing from before, I just remembered now. Like, and this thing as well. Loco Moco is just like a burger on top of rice with like gravy and like spring onions and maybe an egg. And it's I don't have the egg on mine, but like it's really fucking good. Oh, he's making a Hamburg steak style thing. I put whole onions into the stock. Fair. That's fair. Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to have to bite into it and then I like taste all the onion and everything like that and like hit. No. I don't want to feel that onion in my mouth. Got a bad mouth feel. Which is a gross word, gross terminology, by the way, mouth feel. It's a big boy. That's a big burger. I like talking about food. No one else I know talks about food, except for my dad. My dad talks about food with me. I was trying to explain. I found my older brother using the extra virgin olive oil I bought as like cooking oil. And like, no, you don't do that. And like, why? It works fine. Like, no, it's not. And like, I gave up trying to explain to him because he's not gonna listen. He's an arrogant bastard. I forget what it's called there. Apparently, it was originally made as like cheap. Oh, that looks pathetic. Put some more wedges on that. I don't like those wedges. They don't look. They look too soft. If you're making wedges, give them like put some like spices on them. Put some like paprika on them at least. I don't know. I've never had it. I know it's like a British dish. I'd never had it though. I know like it's meant to be a pretty acquired taste. I know it's basically a sausage, like so like I don't know if I'd like it or not. I've never bothered with it. I should probably try some sometime. Maybe I'll try some. They look kind of okay. It's a good thing that like the burger there looks good because the wedges and the carrots look a bit sad, don't they? They just look kind of like, okay, well, you're there to decorate the plate more than anything. Yeah, again, I would have like put some browning on those. Overall, though, it's an interesting recipe. Cocoa with the hamburgers, no. Hang on, what is it? The cocoa powder has no taste at all in the sauce. I see. Yeah, the sauce will probably overpower it a bit. I tried to make the chocolate in the sauce. It tasted horrible. His restaurant tasted delicious, but this time it doesn't fit our menu. That's fair. You ever had like banana curry? Like people say this is weird. I went to this like Indian restaurant once, and they had like curry which had bananas in it. It wasn't the curry wasn't made with bananas, but it had like bananas inside of it in the curry, and it was really nice. Like fruit in curry works really well. Like I had another one which had a pineapple in. Yeah, airplane food wouldn't be airplane food from, and it wouldn't be airplane from Qatar Airlines. I wish I understood that joke, Fizz, because I don't I've never been on a plane before. Wait, I'm sorry, Thorn. I missed to say that you were lurking. Have a good lurk, Thorn. Yeah, the only time I've been on a plane is when I went to Malta, when it was very small, and that was part of a business trip, realistically. Yeah. I was meant to be going to the Philippines to see my friend Winter, but, I think that's fallen through. So now I'm kind of trapped here, in my miserable town where there's nothing here. Plantains are good, yeah. But no, this was just like a curry which had bananas in it, and it was really nice. Yeah, fruit in curry works really well. Don't knock it. I think a lot of people get weirded out by that, but it's nice. Fruit works really well. Again, try it out. Obviously not with all of it. It works better with like milder curries. But yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I wanted to go to the Philippines this year, but it seems I've had to cancel plans. Granted, partly my fault, mostly my fault really. Left it too late to plan ahead. Left it too late to book a holiday for it and everything like that. But I fucking hate being alive. Oh well. I'll just try and find some way to amuse myself. Book some time off. They'd land somewhere. Okay. Surprised they said the potato is crispy considering it looks pretty soft. Interesting. It's really bad over here currently. So, like, Winter told me not to book a holiday because of, like, the heat and how I wouldn't be able to stand it. And, like, I know it can be super humid in, like, Southeast Asia. And I probably wouldn't enjoy that kind of heat, I will admit, yeah. But, like, even then, it's just kind of like, I wanted to go explore the world. I wanted to go and see a friend. I've never been abroad before because I've never had the money to. And now that I do, because I've been saving up for it, it's like, no, it sucks. The region is being suspected to have ties to CCP. Ah, I see. Stay safe, Fizz, okay? Like, you know, I get that a lot of that kind of thought process, because I'm born here, yeah. I understand that a lot of that thought process is like hysteria, right? Like, listen, that unfortunately it is the history of mankind to do this kind of thing. I remember back in the Second World War when, like, Diagnosed, thank you. Okay, well, you know what, actually, you know what, Diagnosed, go fuck yourself. I hope you suck a lime, and it's like really sour, and unpleasantly sour. You know what, call me trash. Thank you for the subscription. How many months? Was that like 15 months? Holy shit! Thank you for the 15 months, Diagnosed. Your mum's trash. I'm not stuck with them. They're stuck with me. No, like I think of like the Second World War, right, where you had like Japanese civilians in America who had been born there, being like taken away and put in like camps and stuff like that. You know, out of this hysterical fear that they had some kind of like I don't know, like genetic loyalty to the Emperor of Japan or something like that. And, you know, it unfortunately always happens. Listen, I'm in England. There's a large Muslim population in the UK. A lot of people don't like that because a lot of them, you know, there's a lot of terrorist attacks which have happened by Muslim groups in the UK. And as a result, people don't like that. Granted, people also don't like them when it's because a lot of them are like foreigners who've been brought in by other family members, and it's like, I get that. It's kind of like, why are you bringing all your extended family over here when they can't even speak the language? And after working in a job related to that kind of thing of like, I'm not in immigration, but it's tangential to that. Yes, there are a lot of people who come to the country who are brought over by family members who cannot speak the language. And if you're going to seek permanent residence in any country, you should be able to speak the native language of that place. I do think that's the case. But yeah, no, it is sad. You know, I hope you won't be in too much trouble, Fizz. Unless you are one of those CCP bastards. No, but yeah, my family suffered through what happened to the Scarborough Shore. What happened to... Wait. Why does that sound familiar? Why does that sound so familiar to me? Wait, where's my mouse gone as well, actually? Wait, why is my mouse not working? Scarborough. Wait. Scarborough Shore. Because I've been to Scarborough. Have I? Sure, I have done. Unless we're talking about different Scarboroughs, in which case there could be more than one place named that. Oh no, I'm thinking of it. It's a Scarborough in the UK as well. That's why I'm getting confused. Island in between the Philippine Sea and the China Sea. They've been fighting over it for a while now. I see. Man, no, it was. I had. Wait, maybe not. No, wait, no. My mouse wasn't showing up on screen. That was the problem. Don't know why. But yeah. Man, what's China's deal? I think it's weird to say that, right? I know, because it's like, realistically, a lot of the things people say, oh, what's wrong with this, with X country? A lot of that is just more to do with like the government than the people, right? A very good friend of mine from China, he basically put it to me very well, where he was telling me this story about what happened to a friend of his, right? Where his friend was out, his friend was at uni at the time, and they were out with some friends, having a night out, and one of his friends got a little bit drunk, a little bit too drunk, ended up bumping into this guy, and it's like, oh, sorry about that. And like this guy was like, oh yeah, I'll forgive you if you get on your knees and beg for it, and like, excuse me, and like. It's like beg for forgiveness, and like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that. And this guy turned around and is like, all right, get him. And there was like a river nearby. These guys were like his bodyguards, picked him up and threw him in the river. And this was at winter, by the way. Him and his mate, my friend's mates, had to rush to get their mate out of the water because otherwise he was gonna get hypothermia and die. Oh, shoal. Ah, right. I see. That makes more sense. But yeah, it's like they had to get him out. And then it turns out like these bodyguards, they weren't bodyguards, they were fucking soldiers. And this guy, he just had he had like wealthy. It was just part of a wealthy family, and it's like holy shit, these people are just abusing their power left, right, and center. And the way he described this to me, it was so sad. But it's kind of like it's a story. It's a tale as old as time. Majority of people, even if they don't agree with the government and they don't like it, they're just trying to get by. Like, listen, if you can like afford a holiday, and you could like afford a home for your family, maybe a holiday or two, once a year, like one holiday a year. For a lot of people, that's enough, right? And I think that's the same for a lot of people around the world, right? Like, just doing a bit more than survive. A lot of people talk about like Chinese money and how it has a lot of power over the industries, over a lot of creative industries nowadays. Sure, China's got a lot of money. Who has it? Who in it has the money? Like, there's obviously a lot of people in the country as well, which is probably helps why. But a lot of the whilst there are a lot of people, the vast majority of the people don't have the wealth which people think they do. I guess, I don't know. This is kind of too dark to talk about, maybe, and I don't know. It's all fucked up. But yeah, it's really yes, that's the sad thing, isn't it? But it's not even like, whilst this is obviously like a very extreme example of this, right? With this story here, and with China especially, it's kind of come from like years of even more extreme stuff with like I can't remember, it was in the 80s. It was a really awful regime they had, and like with like, which again, my friend told me a lot of stories which happened around the time as well, and I'm like, holy shit sticks. A lot of like close to like sounded similar to like World War II Germany in a lot of aspects as well, actually. But like it's like oh yeah that would have been part of it. Yeah, it was in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a lot of people, like, they just kind of want to, again, do they just want to do more than survive, which I guess is just like the basic human desire, right? Um, and a lot of people can't do that, which sucks. Um, and yeah, like, it's shitty to think that, like, oh, because this one aspect of this country, the government in this case, and for many countries in the case, for many governments are very vocal and loud, it's like the idea that, like, oh, the people must be like this. I mean, look at Russia and Ukraine at the moment. Russia is clearly listen, I don't want to label wars as, like, good and bad guys. Russia is led by a tyrant, and and, Vladimir Putin is a tyrannical monster, really. I think a lot of people see the kind of propaganda which comes out of Russia, and it's like, oh, well, all the Russian citizens must think this. Many Russian citizens don't. A vast majority of them don't like the current government, but they don't have any power to stop it. And, like, hell, like, within, like, the first days of, like, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, there were, like, people doing peaceful protests in the streets, peaceful, mind you, all over the country. And many of these people involved got arrested for peaceful protest. There's video footage of this violently attacked by police and arrested in the streets of Russian towns and cities for peaceful protest. It's fucked up. I've known people on, like, social media and stuff who have kind of, like, there's one person I was following, they're a cosplayer or something, they're Russian, and they said that, like, the family asked them to, like, keep quiet about it because of the trouble they could get into, despite the fact that they were so heavily against the war. And it's like, fucking hell, man. This has all gotten rather dark, hasn't it? It's like an insider, but I don't like how the alliance network of the communist parties is seemingly up to rumble. It looks like a wrestling match. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know, it's like, I think, like, when World War One, okay, you ever seen the show Blackadder? Hang on, I'm going to show a clip from, actually no, maybe I'm not able to show a clip from it. Hang on. I'm going to get the quote from Blackadder. Why did the war start? Here we go. Okay, yeah, if you notice in Blackadder, by the way, it's good stuff. Very funny show. Very, like, classic British, so maybe not all the jokes would be gotten by someone outside of the country, but, you know, I think every country has one of those kind of comedies and stuff where it's, like, very much like a joke for the country. But anyway, yeah. Causes of World War One. It's a really great scene. This is from the final season of Blackadder, called Blackadder Goes Forth. So it's a couple of characters talking. Thing is, the way I see it, these days, there's a war on, right? And ages ago, there wasn't a war on, right? So there must have been a moment when there not being a war on went away, right? And there being a war came along. So what I want to know is, how do we get from one case of affairs to the other case of affairs? Do you mean, why did the war start? Yeah. The war started because of the vile Hun and his villainous empire building. Like, George, the British Empire at present covers a quarter of the globe, while the German Empire consists of a small sausage factory in Tanganyika. I hardly think that we can be entirely absolved of blame on the imperialistic front. Okay, oh, no, sir, absolutely not. Man, it's a bicycle. I heard it started when a bloke called Archie Duke shot an ostrich because he was hungry. I think you mean it started when the Archduke of Austro-Hungary got shot. No, there's definitely an ostrich involved, sir. Yeah, possibly. But the real reason for the whole thing was that it was too much effort not to have a war. Oh, by golly, this is interesting. I always loved history. You see, Baldric, in order to prevent war in Europe, two superblocks developed. Us, the French and the Russians on one side, and the Germans and Austro-Hungary on the other. The idea was to have two vast opposing armies, each acting as the other's deterrent. That way there could never be a war. But this is sort of a war, isn't it, sir? Yes, that's right. You see, there was a tiny flaw in the plan. Oh, what was that, sir? It was bollocks. So the poor old ostrich died for nothing. Yeah. Because of my engineering line of work, I've been really into the development of countries. I don't like where things are starting to look, or showing market collapse, So on fuses that start going to start something real bad. That's why there's a war gets twisted by the, The wise of war get twisted by the victor. Absolutely, history is written by them, as they say. I feel like the entire world is on the stage of economic collapse. I think I noticed that from game development, right? Where the amount of stuff which has come out about game prices being up and like games not being like sustainable, and how like game prices are only going to rise and larger parts because of like computer prices going to rise and stuff like that. It's like it's a fucking disaster. It sucked. The world's fucked. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed my rendition of that scene from Blackadder. It's a really funny scene. But yeah, that line always sticks with me. Just like, the real reason the war started was because it was too much effort to not start a war. It's like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think escapism is wrong by any means. I think it's always been there. But, I mean, hell, you're on a stream now. Surely is this not escapism? Maybe it is. But yeah. I'd say the world is fucked, but like, people have been saying that since before any of us were here, right? Like, every generation has thought that the world is fucked in some way, or that this is the end of the world, and yet humanity has persisted. Is it in a way that we'll want? Who knows? Maybe not, probably not. Even a stalemate would mean one way would... Yeah. It's not a good thing to do, but, like, it's such a, like... I think what really hits home by that answer to me is that it's so grounded and real, but it's also ultimately pessimistic about it all, but it's like, yeah, you're not wrong. It sucks, but you're not wrong. World War I started because it was too much effort to not start a war. Indomitable human spirit. You'd like to hope it's indomitable, wouldn't you? I'm certainly not indomitable, but who knows? Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today's stream. Yeah, because it's 6 o'clock now. I want some food. Yeah. And also, I need to catch up today on the event on Nikkei, because, I need to, like, get all the Bunny Girl stuff. So, yeah, because the new Bunny Girl event in Nikkei is out. Yeah, I know you're just making that escaping from escapism and stuff, but listen, I'm a fucking incel. If I want fucking hot women, hot anime Bunny Girl women, right, because I won't get any in real life, I'm gonna fucking go for it. I've already got one of them. I got the new soda. Wait, do you play Nikkei Fizz? I can't remember. Wait, no. Because I don't know anyone. I was talking about it with Zella the other week. But I don't know many people. She doesn't play Nikkei. I don't know anyone who plays Nikkei. Oh, man. What a shame. Anyway. I stopped it with my sister who dragged me into it. Your sister's based. Your sister likes hot women with good tits and asses? Based. I'm gonna mod your sister. I don't know if she has a Twitch account, but I'm gonna mod her. And then I'm gonna mod her, ban you, then unban you, then mod you, and then unmod you. And that will teach you a lesson for not playing hot waifu games. women, women exist. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Let's see who's on. Let's see who is on. I love my ship. Oh, Azure Lane. Okay, I've been wanting to play Azure Lane for a while now. I know there's like a new. Oh my god, I saw Shy Lily reacting to some a clip with like the new outfits. Oh my god. Okay, I know there's like so many like busty babes in that game. The one girl I've seen who I just absolutely fucking cannot get enough of. It's a girl no one talks about. It's Leonardo da Vinci. You know that she's blonde, like wearing like a leotard. Oh my god, Da Vinci can. Yeah, unless you're talking about no, wait, what's the other one? Not Azure Lane. Is it Toho? No, not Toho. I'm not aware of it, but I love Bismarck. I'm gonna look at her. Bismarck, Azure Lane. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Not Azure Lane. Is it Toho? No. It's not Toho. It's what's the other ship game? No, not Blue Archive. Oh, she's pretty. She's very pretty. Bismarck. Hang on, wait, does she have any other outfits? No, it wasn't Arknights. It's older than both of them. I think she's a bit too military-esque for my style, my style, but like, is it the Swedish flag? But no, like, she looks cool. She looks very nice. What was that game called? It's really, no, hang on. Anime ship game. No, that's Girls Frontline. Cancol, that was it. Kantai Collection. Kantai Collection. That one's. I think that's fallen off a bit now, but like Kantai Collection has been massively influential on just like the like anime sphere in general. It's still going, isn't it? 2013 it started, yeah. Cancol, yeah. It's still big. I think it's like died down a bit, and I think a lot of it as well isn't. I don't think it had a global release like what Azure. It's not had a official global version at least like what Azure Lane had. So I think if I remember correctly at least, I don't think it had the same like as wide appeal. But Cancol is still massive. Cancol's still very big. Can crawl to Azure can walk. Yeah, no, it's still going though. It's still popular. I still see a lot of stuff for it. Yeah, that girl, the girl with the super short skirt. What's her name? Ren Soho, I think it says here. Ren Soho. No, Shimikaze. Shimikaze. Wait, Ren Soho Shimikaze says her name is here. Her outfit is iconic. Like the ship girl with the kind of like super short sailor outfit. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna leave it there for today. Thank you so much for coming, folks. Let's give a raid to Leo. Leo's on, I think. Is he still on? Wait, no, he's done. Oh no. Is he? Well, Lucy Pyre's on. I'll raid Lucy Pyre because she's my Kamiyoshi. Wait, no, is it kind of weird to do that? I don't know. No, Leo is on. Let's do Leo. It would feel weird to raid Lucy Pyre because I love her so much, but it also feel kind of like a pick-me moment, and I don't want to. Yeah, /raid. Thank you for coming, Fizz. I always appreciate it. You're always lovely to talk to. /raid. Oh yeah, about the whole Duel Masters thing. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's going to be a long time yet before I'm actually proficient enough at the game to actually do any kind of like quiz for it. Leo _ Sonus. Okay, yeah, let's go. Alright, thank you so much for coming, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Keep well, stay safe, eat lots of good food, and I shall see you next time. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye-bye.